Hey everybody, welcome back to Battle Ready Inc. So today's deck profile, we're going over Loogamon. This deck is super highly anticipated, extremely popular. This is the protagonist for the Seekers series. If you haven't been listening or reading to that, really good so far. Really been enjoying it. Definitely check it out. This deck just seems so crazy good. It's also a nice fresh pace for the game, something just totally new. We're not just adding to existing decks and strategies. This is just feels really nice and fresh. It is dark animal themed, so I guess in a way it is adding on to an existing archetype a little bit, but I still think it's fresh enough and finally fully developed to actually be a real deck. Also, make sure you check out our Etsy page, link in the description below. There you can find all of our memory markers we've ever featured on the channel in the past for you guys. If there's a deck you're playing right now and you don't have a great memory marker for it, go check out the Etsy page because I'm sure there's definitely something there that's going to be perfect for your deck. Also on that Etsy page, we got tons of new Digimon merch you might want to check out as well. We got keychains, fridge magnets, all kinds of really neat stuff. These things can even work as memory markers themselves if you want. Really neat, unique items, all handmade. Everything's handmade by my wife, Digimiyu, so go check that out. Alright, as always, I have the whole deck profile pulled up for you guys so you can kind of follow along as we go. I've got a few talking points down here at the bottom for some alternate cards you may want to play. So we'll go ahead and do this card by card. First up, we have the baby of the deck in the form of Balmon. Your turn, when a Digimon card with Dark Animal or Sock trait is trashed from your hand, this Digimon may Digivolve into that Digimon. So very similar to how Dark Animal works in general. First up being the Drakmon. Now this is an undead, it is not a Dark Animal, so keep that in mind. We did have a misplay on the channel with this in the feature match, but the idea is this inheritable here on the Drakmon is similar to the Balmon, but when attacking, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card with undead or Dark Animal in its traits from your trash for its Digivolution costs. I like this as a good backup, simply because you don't have to rely on only the baby to get what you need. So you can just Digivolve even if it's already there. You don't have to rely on just trashing the card and using the Balmon to Evo. And then on play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, trash 1 card with Undead or Dark Animal in its traits among them, and add 1 card with Undead or Dark Animal in its traits among them to your hand. Place the rest to the bottom of the deck in order. Now keep in mind, if you only reveal one target, it has to get trashed before you can do the second part to add to hand. So if you only reveal 1, it's a bit of a bummer. So just kind of keep that in mind. Also, I like the inheritable here because this is an on-play effect. So if I on-play this and then I Digivolve on top of this Drakmon afterwards, and I completely skip my baby, I still have a perfect way to do my exact combo. Like, this is still absolutely fine here. Don't mind it at all. Next up is the boy himself, the best boy. Start of your main phase by placing 1 AG from your hand or trash as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card. Gain 1 memory. This is really nice. Just one, it gets your AG in play for free. Like a lot of tamer-based decks can be a bit of a bummer, simply because you have to waste an entire turn playing out a tamer, and sometimes that tamer might not even be like a memory setter or anything like that, and it's really rough. I mean, I'm thinking of stuff like Gallantmon, when you have to play out your Takados to get that blitz, you know, stuff like that. I mean, it can really hurt your strategy. So Loogamon, really great. As well, it's not like an on-play effect or anything like that. You can literally just promote him out of raising area with Balmon underneath and then immediately trigger this. And you need AG in your sources to get a lot of your effects. So really well-built card here. Then inheritable, your turn once per turn. When you play a Digimon with Dark Animal or Stock trait, gain 1 memory. Also super important for the strategy because you want to continue to extend your plays. And we play a lot of Digimon with those traits, so gaining that memory back, and we play those bodies for free, so it's very important to continue to gain memory to continue to further our turn. Now this one might be a little bit different from what a lot of other people are playing here. Just one of the choices I went with. On play, by trashing one card in your hand, you may return one Digimon card with Dark Animal or Shaman trait from your trash to your hand. So it's a recycle effect from trash, which is kind of nice. I mean, a lot of what we do can already like recycle and stuff like that, or Evo from trash. But in some situations that you might still need this. But also the inheritable here is like the main benefit, I would say, for me. Your turn, once per turn, you may play a Digimon, or when you play a Digimon by an effect, gain one memory. So it's basically the same inheritable as Loogamon. So the idea is you're going to Evo this on top of Balmont. If you don't have Loogamon, it gives you a 1 in 8 chance of drawing a more ideal target to Evo and raising area to promote. So yeah, that's why we went with the Labramon there. An alternate choice is also Ignitemon, because it's the same inheritable, all turns once per turn. When you play a Digimon by an effect, gain one memory here. So we're still doing the same thing with that inheritable, but the when attacking by deleting one of your other Digimon, delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon with a level less than or equal to the deleted Digimon's level. So Ignitemon can also be pretty nice, because if you attack, say, with like Fenrir or something like that, AG gives Alliance, and so you suspend one of your Digimon. That Digimon, once it's suspended, it's not doing anything. It's already provided its DP and the security tank +1 to the other Digimon, so it's just sitting there suspended. So then you can swing with Ignite, pop that Digimon that you allianced with, and get an extended amount of value out of it. So just an alternative choice there, whichever one you prefer. They both basically give you the same benefit of that inheritable, though, is the main point. Moving on to our level 4s here, of course, we got Loogamon as the main go-to here. Dark Animal, X-Antibody, Sock. When attacking, by trashing one card in your hand, draw one. If AG is in this Digimon evolution cards, gain one memory. So that's really cool. And then your turn, once per turn, when you play a Digimon card with Dark Animal or Sock trait, gain one memory. So there's another one of those inheritables that will gain us memory to allow us to further continue our turn and do more things. That when attacking is also very nice here, because again, think of your Balmon, you discard a card, then you immediately get a Digivolve. So if you say you swing with this guy and you go like Balmon effect here, or you go when attacking trash and then Balmon Evos, and you could go like Dragmon to then Evo a second time. Really, really powerful combinations there. Next, this is where I think my build differs from a lot of other people. I've got Loogamon in here. More and more I look at it, I don't know if this is necessarily needed. It's another one of the when attackings. You can Evo, may Digimon, wow, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card of Undead or Dark Animal straight from your trash for its Dilution cards. It basically just kind of overrides, say I play Loogamon or Labramon or something like that. Something gets played. This is like a follow-up. I can Evo into this guy, and I still get this inheritable, even though I'm skipping over other things. So we can still Evo from trash, and that's like the big takeaway. An alternative here I was looking at was the Dobermon. So on play, one of your Digimon gains retaliation until the end of your opponent's turn. We play a lot of stuff from trash that's Dark Animal for free, so you can just on play this guy, give something retal. Or when Digivolving, draw one card, then trash one card in your hand. The rest of it doesn't matter, but it's a when Digivolving, draw one, trash one. So we could use the Balmon to then immediately Digivolve if you so choose. And then your turn, once per turn, when you play a Digimon by an effect, gain one memory. So super similar to Loogamon, or Loogamon, I should say. If you don't want to go Loogamon, then I think Dobermon X-Antibody, funny enough, would be a good addition to Loogamon. It's another dog, which I find hilarious. Balmon going in, or Loogamon going into Dobermon is actually kind of funny. Next up, though, for a little bit more normalcy, we've got Fangmon here, the on play or when attacking by returning one purple Digimon card with Dark Animal or trait from your trash to the hand. Then trash one card in your hand, so kind of neat effect there. Again, you're trashing a card from your hand, you're able to trigger your Balmon to immediately Digivolve into that card. We've got two Black Gatomons in here with a Rush. Very powerful when you get to play these guys for free from the trash. Just that Rush, as well as even if you don't use the Rush, using it for an Alliance target, 6,000 DP is a pretty nice substantial boost. I don't really have this in here as a normal level 4 for the deck. If you really wanted to get crazy with it, you could like drop the secondary, I air quotes this secondary level 4 here down a little bit, and then these two would be your secondary level 4. But again, I really don't like counting the Black Gachomon in my level 4 count. It's more of a utility piece that I'm pretty much always going to be putting into the trash as soon as possible. For our level 5s here, I have opted for not running the Hell Loogamon at all, and instead went for the Matadormon. So when attacking, may trash one card with Undead or Dark Animal as traced from your hand to have this Digimon get plus 3000 DP for the turn. So again, we're using a when attacking, trashing a card, and then Baumon will immediately let us Evo, or the Drakmon, or the Sanglutmon. Whatever the case is, we're guaranteeing we're having we're putting the target in our trash, and that's the idea there. And then your turn, when this Digimon would digivolve into a Digimon card from the trash, reduce the digivolution cost by 1. So even better, because this is our strategy. This is what we're doing here. Is we're attacking, we're evoing into Fenrir, and then that's great stuff. And Fenrir is a big old hefty 4 evo cost, so reducing it down to 3, does help a little bit there. But the main level 5, of course, is the Soul Loogamon or Lugarmon. When digivolving, you may play one level 3 or lower card with Dark Animal or Sock trait from your trash without paying the cost. If AG is in this Digimon's Delusion cards, add 1 to the level you may choose. That's huge, okay? Dark Animal or Sock trait, if it's a level 3, our only target in the deck currently is Loogamon. So you cannot play the other two with his effects. You really need to stick that AG underneath this guy if you want to do this whole combo. If you don't have AG underneath, it's almost not even worth going into Soul Loogamon, actually. But when attacking, trashing one card in your hand, gain 1 memory. So the gain 1 memory, as well as the reduce an evo cost by 1, like these guys basically even out to be exactly the same on making your Fenrir be basically a 3 evo cost is with either of these effects from either of your level 5, so they're pretty identical in that regard. Just the Solugarmon here is going to get you another body on field, whereas Matador is going to give you an extra 3000 DP. Aside from that, they're basically the same level 5, and then the inheritable here of your turn once per turn, when you play a card with Dark Animal or Sock trait, you may unsuspend this Digimon. Now that's a big step up over the Matadormon, so that's what Solugarmon is, your main primary level 5, but if you can't see it, and you can't get into it, then go with the Matadormon as your backup. You get less attacks, but you can still at least perform combos with it. Alright, now getting into our megas, of course we have Fenrir Loogamon as our main mega of choice. Big ol' 4 evo cost, nice 12,000 DP, can go up to 15 with Matadormon. Or using Alliance can also boost him as well. When digivolving, you may play one level 4 or lower Digimon card with Dark Animal or Sock trait from your trash without paying the cost. If AG is in this Digimon's Delusion cards, add 2 to the number you can play. So you can basically play 3 level 4 Digimon, and all 4 of our Digimon, or all of our level 4s are targets here, so any of them will work. So you don't have to worry about like the Soul Loogamon issue of level 3s not being able to pick them. All of our level 4s qualify, so playing out 3 bodies off of a when digivolving effect, very, very nice, especially if you think about it as your mid attack when you evo into Fenrir, like all the time. Your mid attack digivolve here, play out those bodies, so you're still getting your attacks. It's fantastic abilities here. And then when attacking once per turn by deleting one of your opponent's level 3 or lower Digimon, unsuspend this Digimon. For each of your Digimon, add 1 to the level this effect may choose. So he counts himself, which is incredible. And then if you're playing those 3 free bodies, like, he's instantly deleting a level 7, like, without even effort. He's just like, yeah, I get to delete a level 7, like, as soon as I come on board. It's great. Now, again, you have to keep it on your turn, because this when attacking effect will not trigger if you are, like, say you're mid-attack and you digivolve into this guy. He's not in play at the moment you suspend to declare your attack, so you'll have to get it on the next attack, which is fine because we have multiple unsuspend effects. Your turn, the turn in condition is the opposing wow, the opponent having 3 or more memory. But remember, with the Soul Loogamon here, when you play a card with Dark Animal, you can unsuspend. So his When Digivolving effect, you'll play out of body, and he'll immediately unsuspend, as long as you have Soul Loogamon underneath. And then on the second, and then so you're unsuspended, and then your opponent, it doesn't switch to their turn until they have 3 or more memory. So even with this big old massive 4 evo cost, essentially reduced down to 3, when you attack, you should still keep it on your turn, especially with all these inheritables of gaining new memory when you play Digimon by effects. So playing stuff off your When Digivolving effects here should keep it on your turn. And then you're going to swing again, delete something on their field, and unsuspend again, and then swing a 3rd time with this stack. Extremely good, especially with Alliance giving you security attack +1 with 3 attacks. That's 6 security checks. And then, if long as one of those 3 Digimon you played was a Black Gatomon, you've got Rush, and that's Rush for game right there. So, literally full OTK right there in one combo. For a backup Mega, though, because there are situations where you cannot see your pieces, I do like having a backup Mega. Just set a 2 of in here of the Grand Drakmon. When Digivolving, you may play 1 purple level 3 Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost. So again, 4 Evo cost, which we can work down into a 3 with either of our level 5s. And then when you play off a body, then your inheritables will gain you more memory, so you should be able to keep it on your turn, even Evoing into this guy. And then end of attack, once per turn, you may Digivolve 1 of your other Digimon into a Digimon card with Undead or Dark Animal trait from your trash without paying its cost. So that's really cool, because this isn't like a when attacking effect, so you don't miss timing on this. This is an end of attack. So you can, Evo into this guy mid-attack with one of your level 5s, play out a body, and then end of attack, that body that you played out can then immediately Digivolve into something else, and just kind of setting up for future turns. That's what I like about both of these Megas, is they're kind of glass cannons a little bit. They got no protection or anything like that. Fenrir can go for multiple checks. AG, if he's underneath the Grand Drakmon, you can Alliance there and get multiple checks. So the chances of you dying are kind of, they're there for sure. But the thing is, you're playing out so many extra bodies that even if you do lose that Mega, it's okay, because I played 3 more bodies this turn, or 4 more bodies, because of Soul Loogamon. It's wild. It's like, okay, I don't mind at all, because I'm just gonna set right back up into a new stack and be a-okay. All right, we've talked about AG a whole lot here. So security, he plays himself here. Start of your main phase, if your opponent has a Digimon, gain 1 memory. Cool. Mind Link with one of your Digimon with Dark Animal or Stock trait. You basically just slide AG as the bottom inheritable on that Digimon stack. Kind of like hybrid decks, sort of, but you just get to do it for free. There's no cost. And then it gives the inheritables here. While this Digimon has Dark Animal or Sock trait, it gains Alliance and Blocker. So that's what I've been talking about this whole time with Alliance. You slide your AG underneath for free, and then you give it Alliance. And so when you attack, you're playing all these bodies for free. Like so Loogamon is playing a body for free, and then like Fenrir and Drakmon are both playing bodies for free. They can both Alliance. So really cool. And then end of all turns, you can just play him right back as a tamer again, out from underneath your sources for free. So pretty cool stuff. I'm really liking the new Seekers tamers. I think they're all pretty good. Getting into our options now. Oh, I did skip over Loogamon, as instead of the Matadormon. I know a lot of people play this because it's like on theme for the deck. I don't like it though. End of your turn, delete this Digimon and draw 2. Then you may return 1 Loogamon from your trash to the hand. I don't like it, because I don't like losing my stack. Like, what's the benefit of going all the way up into this level 5 and then having himself pop himself just to draw 2? Like, really? And then on deletion, you may trash up to 3 cards with the Dark Animal or Sock trait from your hand. Then delete one of your opponent's level 3 or lower Digimon for each card trashed by this effect. Add 1 to level you may choose. So yeah, you could pop one of your opponent's like Megas potentially, but you have to lose your level 5, as well as you have to then trash a bunch of cards in your hand. Yeah, you're going to get a draw 2 out of it and a Loogamon, but then you have to trash 3 cards, so it's like, I don't know if you're really plussing off of that or not. And they specifically, the cards you trash have to be Dark Animal or Sock Trait in your hand. So you can't even trash like useless options or anything like that. It has to be like stuff you're going to need for your next Evo stack. I don't like losing my level 5 with, if it played the Loogamon for free from the trash afterwards, I would be okay with it. That would be the only way I would be like, okay, I'll play this because at least it replaces itself with another body, even though it's like only a rookie, but it doesn't. So I'm not here for it. I have the one of Calling from Darkness in here. Just delete one of your Digimon, then return up to 2 purple Digimon cards from your trash to your hand. You know, this still comes up. You play so many free bodies. Again, like I said earlier, you alliance once a Digimon's been rested because it's been allianced. You know, that's a good target for like Calling or Ignitemon, something like that. Go ahead and pop it and then get value back and, you know, recur some resources. It is just a one of, so I'm totally okay with it. I've got 3 of the purple training cards here. These cards have been basically working their way into every deck into the game at this point. Reveal 2, add 1 purple card to your hand, and then delay, reduce your Evo cost by 2. So 2 play cost, dig 2, can grab a Tamer, can grab a Digimon, can grab an option. I really like the versatility of these cards. I know a lot of people have gone with Miss Memory Boost, but I really like just the purple training card. Just because of its, you know, flexibility there. It's a little bit, you know, compared to like Purple Memory Boost, it's a little bit less, but it's more versatile. It still essentially saves you the same amount of memory, so I'm pretty much here for it. Now, again, a little bit of differentiating. I've got Rivals Barrage in here. You know, I can't build a deck without a removal option, like a big removal option, right? If my opponent sticks a Death X, or they stick a what am I thinking of? The green one that suspends everything. I want to say the Quantumon, but that's not out yet. Quartzmon, if they stick like a Quartzmon or something like that, that can be really, really frustrating. So just having an out for those, especially if they put all their eggs into one basket and get up into this like level 7 mega, and then I'm just like, yeah, Rivals Barrage, I'm just going to set you back to square one, try again. So I just had a 2 of in here, you know, and then security, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the highest level. So even a good card just to have in security. Now we have 2 spots left in the deck here. You could go with the standard of, you know, the totally legit Death Xmon here. Honestly, Death Xmon in this format is actually really good because of the super popularity of D-Brigade right now is absolutely insane. So Death X is a great counter to, like, you know, D-Brigade decks that are very, very prevalent, as well as like Bloomlord, Rosemon, all those kind of decks. Death X also very good against those decks, so I do like it. That is probably my go-to choice for the last 2 cards in the deck is Death X, but a lot of other people do like the Miss Memory Boost, but it's just trash 2, draw 1, and then delay gain 2 memory. I feel like our wisdom training, our purple training card is already basically getting us what we need out of this. I don't like blind mills unless I'm getting something like effects like Wizardmon. When it gets milled, you gain a memory or something like that. We don't gain any effects like that. Yeah, we like our trash setup, but I don't think Miss Memory Boost is the way to get there. Another one, which I've totally forgot to put in here, would be Analog Youth as another choice for a ending 2 cards here. On play, reveal 3, add 1 Digimon card among them to your hand, trash the remaining cards. So this is a good way to get those targets in trash, like Black Gatomon and things like that you really want to get into your trash. And set up for future turns. So I like that, as well as when one of your level 5 or higher Digimon with Digivolution cards is deleted, you may suspend this Tamer. If you do gain 1 memory, then hatch 1 Digi-Egg to an empty space in your breeding area. Like I said earlier, like our Megas can be a little bit of a glass cannon, and when they die, you really want to get set back up. And yeah, you have bodies on field that you can get set up with, but those are susceptible to your opponent like doing something, deleting them, or anything like that. So being able to like set up a new stack and raising area what's protected is definitely really nice. So another great alternative there. Again, like this analog youth could totally be thrown in instead of the Rivals Barrage if you don't want to worry about running a removal option. Instead of these last 2 cards in deck, you could run it there as well. You know, the possibilities there are pretty open to how whatever you prefer. I know it's very popular card here. But everything else I'm super happy with. I'm very solid on all the choices leading up to this point. I think everything from Purple Training and before it is a must. I wouldn't change any of it. The rest here, these last 5 cards, I would say these are pretty flexible to run what you want. This is just like my interpretation of where I would go with it. I would probably still run 2 Death Xmons, like even still. But then that still gives you 4 cards to play, or 3 cards to play around with, of swapping in something else, different options, analog use, anything like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this. A little bit long again, but I really wanted to break it down of the thought process of why we chose the cards we did. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please like the video. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.